Hi guys, it's Chuck here, and I have a standard battle here for you guys versus Whiplash of the T-Flare League. He leads with a what the, and I lead with my typical DX. I go for the taunt, and thank God, because he went for the taunt. So the next turn, I'm going to set up my rocks, as he goes for the stab psychic, and I think I end up being a 3-hit KO, 3H KO. I am. So I go for the Stone Edge, and it doesn't miss, and I'm like, yes, doesn't miss, and I'm thinking, oh, it might KO. I don't know if he had Focus Sash or not. But it didn't KO. The song is Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen, because of Pro Song. He goes for another Psychic. Well, he goes for that Psychic, and he gets a Special Defense drop. I live with 10 HP, and I take him out with the Stone Edge. I'm like, oh my god, go Suicide Lead. So he switches into Shadow. I guess he didn't have the Ice Shard. He was hoping for a Stone Edge miss, but Stone Edge doesn't miss, and it takes out Shadow. So I'm like, yes, typical DX is taking out so much. A third of his team gone. And, I figured he was carrying the extreme speed, so I left typical DX in. And he does carry the extreme speed. And he's also life orbed. So I go out into Infidel, and I go for the Aura Sphere. I'm expert belted, so that will obviously take out the Lucario. So I'm like, yes. Now the reason this video is so long is there's a miniature Stall War somewhere in this. Not yet. So I go for the Air Slash, knowing that Dragonite has Inner Focus. And he goes for the Thunder Punch, and I'm like, oh, I could take a Thunder Punch. I could take 2 of them. Oh, and look, I can take 2 of them. And he gets the Parallax, and I'm like, no. So he goes for the Outrage, and that's going to take out Infidel. He's like, yay, I took out Infidel. I was like, kind of chuckled. And so I go into my North Wind, my offensive Suicune, and I know I can outrun a Dragonite. So I go for the Calm Mind, knowing I could take at least 1 Outrage, and I'm hoping to God it's just a 2-turn Outrage. And turns out I can't take the Outrage as nearly as good as I thought. And it is a 2-turn Outrage. Confusion. So I go for the Ice Beam because I don't want to take the chance of a crit happening. Or him breaking through Confusion and taking me out. So he now goes out into Draco, his Gyarados, predicting he could probably wall me. But little did he know, I'm actually carrying the Him Power Electric. Because of random Gyarados. This is just your typical offensive Calm Mind. Except mine is a modest Suicune, not a timid Suicune. I wanted modest just because of the extra power. So now he goes out into Luna Crest, and I think I go for a Surf. No, I actually go for another Calm Mind, while he goes for a Psychic. And I'm actually going to take that Psychic like a boss. So it's like, woo! Woo! I love this song. So I go for a Surf, and it does a good bit, actually. He's going to be a 2H KO, I think. But, not after that Calm Mind. I think after that Calm Mind, it's a different story. Because I'm not sure what kind of crest he's running. So I go for another Surf, thinking, oh, I could probably kill this thing, right? I could take it out. Wrong. He barely lives, and he gets the Moonlight off. So it's like Sad Face. Because now it's like Stall War. So now this is actually where a miniature Stall War is going to happen. So you can actually speed up to, I think it's around 4.5 to 5 minutes is where the Stall War ends. So down go thunderbolts of lightning, very very frightening. Galileo, Galileo, Galileo Figaro. So I'm going to talk about some random stuff for a minute. As of the posting of this video, when I upload Gen 5 battles, I'll still be uploading some Gen 4 stuff, because I still got some Gen 4 stuff. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know, Star Wars are very, very boring to watch, and they're insanely hard to narrate, because it's like, oh, he did this, I did that. No, I lack a recovery move on North Wind. North Wind entirely relies on lefty's recovery. So I go for another Calm Mind. So he goes for another Calm Mind, and I guess the Stall War actually, I think he gets a crit on me with Psychic. I just forget where. So I go for the Surf, and it does a decent bit, but he goes for Calm Mind, and I'm like, oh, he is going to wall the crap out of me. Definitely gonna wall the crap out of me. So I go for another Surf, and it doesn't quite take him out, and he goes for the Moonlight. And yeah, he's back up to a decent bit of health. So I think we're actually done with the call. I think he's done with the Calm Mind. No, we're not quite done with the Calm Mind spamming. Epic guitar solo is epic guitar solo with epic cymbal hitting in the background. So now he goes for the psychic, and I think he gets a crit. No, he doesn't. He doesn't get a crit. So I take that psychic. Okay, I know he's going to eventually take me out before I take him out with Suicune. So I guess you could say it was one of those useless Star Wars things. But no, this is where he gets the crit. This is where he gets the crit. And I said the crit mattered, but it didn't matter at the same time, because eventually that crest would take me down. So I got into Tito, and I go for the crunch, and I don't quite kill him. And I have no clue why. I get the defense drop, and he goes for the Ice Beam. I think he went for the Ice Beam because he thought there was a chance he could kill me, because he's at +6, but no, a Stab Psychic actually would have ran over me. So I'm going to finish him off with the next crunch. So good game, Whiplash. Guys, remember to like, comment, subscribe. I'm sorry you had to go watch an entire Star War. Like, comment, subscribe. If Whiplash ever gets a YouTube channel, I'll post it in the description. Check out the T-Flare League. Peace, guys.